Hello and welcome to this lesson on Introduction to Trig, because that's how I would start. If we wanted to find the missing side of this triangle, we would use Pythagorean theorem. And so we would set up our equation. Remember that our hypotenuse needs to be our C when we do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, I'm not using my pen and tablet, so you have to deal with my bad writing. Sorry about that. And then these two legs can be A and B, doesn't matter which order we put them in. X squared plus 3 squared equals 6 squared. Now, I'm testing something out. Let me see if I can get Desmos to pull up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. There we go. And let's just type that in there. Let's see what happens. We put x squared plus 3 squared equals 6 squared. Now we're going to get two answers. We're only interested in the positive one because the side of a triangle can't be negative. So we're just going to zoom in on that. Let's round it to the nearest tenth. That looks between 5 and 5.5. That looks to be about 5.2. And so, what? Can you click on it? Sometimes it'll show it, and sometimes not.
When you have the x in the bottom of a fraction, you can't. So what we did for that, for the next line, we put like y equals 0 and highlighted the x-axis, and then you can click on it. But only when the x in the top, it's okay. When the bottom, you can't.
Okay, learn something new. And we would have our answers about 5.196, or if we're rounding to the 10th place, then that would be about 5.2. And so x equals 5.2. Is that a reasonable answer? Let's check out. Our hypotenuse has to be the biggest side, so 6 has to be biggest. 5.2, that's a reasonable answer. All right, good job.
So you guys don't.
And of course, if we wanted to solve this using algebra, then when we do this line right here, x squared plus 3 squared equals 6 squared, we would go ahead and work that out. X squared plus, all right, 3 squared is 9. 6 squared is 36. Do our algebra. Subtract 9 from both sides. 36 minus 9 is 27. That's x squared. We don't care what x squared is. We need plain old x. How do we get x?
You talk about that, really?
Yeah, I do. So we take the square root of both sides. Then our square and square root cancel out, and x is square root of 27. Now, I would need, if I needed a decimal answer, I would have to go to my calculator anyway. I know it's going to be bigger than 5, because 5 squared is 25. Between 5 and 6, closer to 5. But if I need a decimal answer, about 5.2. If I need an exact answer, then the square root of 27 is my exact answer.